Hello friends, once again welcome to my channel. In today's session we'll see how we can create a Spring Boot application and deploy it on Docker. As per the prerequisites, we'll first need a Docker application in which we can view the images and we can run those images in a container. So all that will be managed using the Docker. So the application you can download it for Windows or Mac using Docker Hub. So you'll need to create an account and then you can download it for Windows. So I've already downloaded this. It will, as you can see, it will be in this format where when you do Docker build, you will get to see the Docker image created, and when you run the image, it will create a container for you. So let's start with it. So as of now, I don't have any image created. So first to demonstrate, I'll need a Spring Boot application. So I've already created a Spring Boot application. Just add a REST controller, and we'll be adding a get mapping. We can put this as same message. Okay, this will just be a a sample to test whether our Docker is running. We don't want to do much complex coding in this. So what I've done is I've created a Spring Boot application with Java 8, and I've just added a simple REST mapping with a message get endpoint. So this is the basic setup. Now to add a component in this, to let the Docker know like you're running, you want to create an image and you want to provide all those configurations, we'll need to create a Docker file. So I've created a Docker file which is in the root, and I've added few lines in this. So first we have the from. So what type of the run version you're using, if you're using Java or if you're using Python or Node. So you need to specify that. Expose, you need to expose a port. So as of now I'm running it on 8080. So first, if I want to run it on say 5000 or some any other port, say 1990, so I'll need to provide those ports. Add a target. So I need to pick my jar file to run, which will be having all the configurations right at the end. So where I'll be having that, so inside the target folder, and this will be the jar file name. So this I've explicitly given the name using the file name tag. So it's docker-springboot, what I've provided, and packaging is jar. And entry point is nothing but the command what you use to run a Spring Boot jar using a command prompt or a CMD. So it will be java -jar and slash docker springboot slash, because it is inside the target folder. So this is the basic setup. I'll give this set of code, or I'll add the Docker file in the YouTube video in the description. You can pick from them. If you're using, say, any other version of Java 17 or some other LTS version, you can mention that as well. You can change the port also. So let's create a target. Let's create a jar. So as you can see, a jar is created for docker-springboot.jar. Okay, so now we'll need to create an image. So what I can do is we can open a command from there. Let's go to the directory. Specifically pd docker springboot. Okay, now to run the docker, and to I'll need to first create an image which I'll be running. Okay, so to create an image, I need to do docker build -t, and it will be not target. We'll be needing the jar name. So this jar and doc. So this is the command I'll use to create the Docker image. So as you can see with openjdk 8, it's created a Docker image. Okay, so now if I go to the Docker for desktop, I can see an image has been created, but there are no containers, means it's just an image created, status is unused. So what we can do is we can run this. Okay, so I'll just provide a few things. So container is, now it will create a container, means it will create a private space for it, and it will, deploy it inside a container, and basically it will run from inside that container. So we need to provide a container name, so we can provide, say, Docker Springboot port. As I'm running on port 8080, it will be port. Rest all we don't need any volume, so, and we can keep it as it is. This is fine, so we can just do run. Okay. Okay. No active profile, back to default, and yeah. So if I go inside the container, you can see there's a Docker Spring Boot which has already been created, running. And if I go to the image, now the status is shown as in use, and it goes to the containers. So if I go inside that, okay, so my application is up. So if I open this and I type slash message, right? So welcome to Docker tutorial. So this is how we can create a Docker image and we can run it inside a container. So that's it for now. So this is a short video. I'm not shown much of the coding because it's pretty much the same. We have the basic Springware, and we'll just be adding this Docker file, and we'll provide all the commands and give it to you. Later this content or this image can be imported. So suppose if you are using, if you're using AWS Elastic Container Service, and you want to deploy your image in it, so you can import your image from here. We'll you can see you can do pull or you can do push to, if you want to do. So that will be seeing how we can integrate this using AWS ECS, and we'll look at that as well. Yep, so that's it for this video. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. And please do drop a comment if you have any suggestions. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.